Welcome back to Elder Wolf MTG, everybody. Going to open some more packs today, have earned quite a few, and then there was a deal that I saw for basically 10% off with gold. I got 20 packs for 18,000 gold and had quite a bit of gold, so I said, sure, why not, just to get up some more rares as well. And these are Alchemy Aetherdrift, and so it'll be interesting kind of opening some of that. I have been playing more Brawl in my time to complete daily quest, and so alchemy cards can actually be used in Brawl, so I'm actually interested in some of that. So but we have, with that purchase, we got 2 more golden packs, and we have some other packs here, as you can see. So a total of, let's see, 29, 30, 31, 32 packs to open. And so let's go ahead and get started. We'll start with the golden packs and just talk about the rares, and then when I get to the Alchemy Aetherdrift, there's an achievement for opening 10 packs at once, so I'm going to go ahead and do that when we get there. But for the others, we're going to do one at a time. So let's go with the first golden pack and see what we get. Gearhulks. All the Gearhulks are good from Aetherdrift. So this is the 5 mana Rakdos or red-black one for 5/4 menace death touch, and when it enters, put a target creature card with mana value 4 or less from a graveyard, any of them, either yours or your opponent's, onto the battlefield under your control with a finality counter, and that creature gains menace, death touch, and haste. And at the beginning of your next end step, exile that creature. So in the best case, you get a really good card from any graveyard, and it gets that menace, death touch, haste. So to block it is really difficult on the opponent. Hopefully has a good enter the battlefield effects. That's the best case, but overall really good value, but you have to be heavy red and black. So from a pack one, pick one perspective, probably would still pick it up because it's super powerful. And yeah, we go from there. Count on Luck. The 3 red enchantment at the beginning of your upkeep, you exile the top card of your library, and you may play that card this turn. This is red's version of the what is it, the black's Phyrexian Arena. I mean, if you pick it first pick in a limited draft, then you are basically I am red, no doubt about it. I mean, it's a good card, but you have to be really heavy red, and I don't like picking triple colors at all, pack one, pick one. But if you pick it and force it, I mean, go for it. It'd be very good. The Bossy Boss. This is from Outlaws of Thunder Junction. Really like this one a lot. Other Outlaws you control have haste during the limited, sealed and draft for Outlaws of Thunder Junction. This is a really, really good card, and you create 2/1/1 mercenary creature tokens when it enters as well. So yeah, just a super good value card. I really enjoyed this one a lot when I played Outlaws. Bloodghast. This is a reprint from a long time ago. 2 mana, 2/1, can't block Vampire Spirit. It has haste as long as an opponent has 10 or less life, and when you have a land that enters in your control, you can return it from your graveyard to the battlefield for free. Very good sacrifice target, very good vampire synergy. Basically keeps coming back over the life of the game from the graveyard unless it's exiled. Don't know about pack one, pick one. There's not a ton in Aetherdrift for tons of sacrifice and return mechanics, but more I would say more constructed play than anything. Claim Jumper, 3 mana, 3/3 vigilance. When it enters, if an opponent controls more lands than you, you can search for planes and put it onto the battlefield. And if an opponent controls more lands than you, then if they still control more lands, repeat this process 1 time. So this is the catch up in lands. So if you go second, this is an incredible, like, get even with your opponent in terms of lands. So I don't know about pack one, pick one. That one's interesting. I might, at least in Outlaws of Thunder Junction. I mean, white was pretty good. So yeah, and this one is from Wilds of Eldraine. Hilda's Crown of Winter, 3 mana artifact. 2 abilities, pay 1 and tap the artifact to tap a creature, and it costs 1 less to activate during your turn. And then you can pay 3 to sacrifice it and draw a card for each tapped creature your components control. Kind of makes them hesitate in terms of like swinging with like 2, 3, 4 creatures that are tapped, because you could just load up on cards. Interesting card. Don't know about pack one, pick one, but yeah, it's still a very, very good card. Okay, got some pretty decent rares there. Let's see what we have. The Flagship, the 7 mana 7/7 vehicle with a crew 3 that has flying first strike and lifelink, and you can cycle it at the X cost at 3 plus X, and when you cycle it cards, you create X11 pilot tokens. Really solid card. Absolutely a pick one. It's heavy white, obviously, but it's such a crazy ability, like flying, first strike, lifelink. If you don't deal with this, it's going to end the game. So yeah, I would definitely pick that one first. The Gitrog, Ravenous Ride, a 5-mana 6/5 trample haste, which by itself is a crazy stat line, and whenever it deals combat damage to a player, you may sack a creature that saddled it this turn with a saddle of 1. If you do, you draw X cards, then put up to X land cards from your hand onto the battlefield, where X is the sacrifice creature's power. So notice that the put X land cards comes into play after you draw the X cards. Yeah, this was such a great card. Definitely pack one, pick one. You've got to deal with it immediately, or things get out of control pretty quick. The Subterranean Schooner from, what is this, Ixalan. And let's see, 2 mana 3/4 crew 1, and when it attacks target creature that crewed it this turn explores. I mean, it's a super good value card. Yeah, I'm not sure about pack one, pick one, but a very good value card. Massacre Girl. Actually, I'm really happy about this. I have a constructed deck that I needed another couple copies of this one. So 4 mana, 4/4 menace. So good stat line. And creatures you control have Wither. So this is an interesting mechanic, is that anytime you deal damage to creatures, it's a -1/-1 counter. So they basically get permanently reduced in power toughness after taking damage. And then if it dies, the creature, if its toughness was less than 1, then you draw a card. So very powerful card. Definitely worthy of pack one, pick one. Samet, the Driving Force, 3 colors, 6 mana, 4/5, first strike, vigilance, haste, and has start your engines when it enters. And then other creatures you control get plus X power, where X is your speed, so it could get up to +4 power for other creatures. And then non-creature spells you cast cost X less, where X is your speed. Another really good value card, but it is triple color. But in Aetherdrift, there are quite a few bit of fixing, so I think this is worthy of a pack one, pick one. You get green and red, which are really good colors as well. So I would definitely pick that up in Aetherdrift. And then the Rakdos joins up enchantment. Lots of fun play to have in constructed with this one. 5 mana enchantment. When it enters, return target creature card from your graveyard to the battlefield with 2 1/1 counters on it. And whenever a legendary creature you control dies, this enchantment deals damage equal to that creature's power to a target opponent. Yeah, it's a good card. I would probably pick this one. I really liked Red Black, actually, and Outlaws of Thunder Junction. Very, very nice card. All right, let's open some Aetherdrift packs, and then we'll get to our +10 open here in just a little bit. Call it in the 2 mana 2/3. All mounts and vehicles have haste, and whenever a mount you control enters, it becomes saddled. So it basically, I mean, you want this for your vehicle decks. There's, you know, I would pick it. Red-white is not the best color combo for Aetherdrift, but this is such a good one. If you pick this in the first pack, then you can just get vehicles and know that you can swing with them immediately. Makes it super, super aggressive, which is what Boros wants to be. Let's see what our next pack gives us. Winter Curse Rider, 2 mana 3/2, ward, pay 2 life to target it, and then artifacts you control also have ward of pay 2 life, and then you can exhaust it for 4, tap Winter, and then exile X artifact cards from your graveyard, where each other non-artifact creature gets -X. Very good. And this is in the blue-black, which wants to be the artifact deck in Limited. Pack one, pick one. I mean, yeah, you can't. It's not a bad choice. It's just locking you into 2 colors, which I just have a caution on. But it is a fun card. If you can get a lot of artifacts that flow your way, this can pay off, especially if you get the dolls or the toys. I forgot what they're called. The 3/4 artifact toy where you gain 1, lose 1. That way, you can do some really crazy damage with that, getting all those artifacts. Let's see, District Mascot, 1 mana, enters with as a 1/1 because of a 1/1 counter, and then for 2 mana, you can remove 2 1/1 counters from it and destroy a target artifact. And whenever this creature attacks while saddled, you put a counter on it. Super good aggressive card. I would take it because green is such a powerful color in this format. I would definitely take this one. There's so much synergies that you can get with this. So I would say go for it. You don't even need vehicles in green. You just need the big creatures like Hazard of the Dunes. Such a good common. Green commons in this set are just bonkers. All right, Bloodghast. Well, that's another one that we have. We've already seen that one. I think that gets me 4 Bloodghast now just by opening packs. Gas Guzzler, I've seen this in Constructed. 1 mana, 2/1, Vampire Rogue that starts your engines. It enters tapped, and then at max speed, you can sack another creature or vehicle and draw a card, and that's at instant speed, but you have to hit max speed first. So yeah, it's a good one. First one that I've had of that. I could actually put that in one of my Brawl decks. It's good for sacrificing. Good for the sacrifice mechanic. Don't know about pack one, pick one for that one, but you know. All right, we got a wild card for a mythic rare, which I will always take. And let's see what we have here. I like this card quite a bit. It enters with X/1/1 counters on it. So for 2 mana, it is a 1/1. And then if for 4 mana, because it's 2/2, right? 2 + 2 = 4, then it has 2 counters on it. And then for 4 mana, put a counter on this creature. And when this creature dies, draw a card for each 1/1 counter on it. Really good synergy for drawing cards for counter decks. I like it. It gives you wide open. It's a good value card in Limited. I would go ahead and pick it unless there's something crazy inside the first pack. I think it's a good one. Okay, I'm going to go and open 10. This is Alchemy. I do not know any Alchemy cards pretty much at all, but let's get that achievement. There he goes, the pack rat. There's all my commons and uncommons. So there we go. And here we go. Let's see. Ornate Imitations, a blue-green with X. For each number between 1 and X, conjure a duplicate of a random creature card with that mana value onto the battlefield. Is that like random from what? Just anything? X cannot be 0. That's a fun card. No doubt about it. That's weird. To say this is Alchemy, they could do all the digital things that you could never do in person. That's pretty interesting. Spectacle of Destruction. I think I've seen this one. 2 mana enchantment. Whenever 1 or more creatures die, put a wreck on this. A wreck counter at the beginning of your upkeep. If this has 1 or more, remove the wreck counter and seek a non-land card. Seek is a random one from your library into your hand. Put one, so it's like drawing a non-land card, which is pretty amazing. I like that one a lot. Terrors of the Track, 2 mana, 2/1 flyer, double team. I don't even know what that is. Double team. When a creature with double team attacks, if it's not a token, conjure a duplicate in your hand, then both of them perpetually lose double team. So it kind of basically conjures one more version of this into your hand that you can cast. So basically, in essence, it's got to attack to do it, though. So you cast it, the next turn you attack with it, you conjure another Terrors of the Track, and then that one doesn't have double team, and so you basically get 2 2/1 flyers for 4. And whenever a creature or another creature dies, each opponent loses 1 life, and you gain a life, and it only triggers once per turn. Yeah, that's solid. Quick Beast Amulet, 2 mana artifact, equipment, starting intensity is 0. Equipped creature gets +X/+X, where X is the equipment's intensity, and whenever a creature you control enters, this equipment intensifies with X, where X is that creature's... Whoa. Well, that can get pretty crazy pretty quick, can't it? When it enters. Yeah, that's a bonkers equipment. Equip 2 is not bad either. Routeway Moose, 2 mana, 3/3. Whenever this creature attacks while saddled, seek a land card and put on battlefield tab. Good value card. It's a 2 mana, 3/3, which is also nice. Yeah, it's a good one. Random, I'll take it. Noctamoon Shines Again, 3 mana, Saga. First step, all creature cards you own with mana value 2 or less perpetually get +1/+1. Wow. And then seek a creature card with mana 2 or less and put it on to the battlefield. And then creatures you control mana 2 or less gain flying. Yeah, super solid as well. I mean, you want to be around a call creature cards with mana value 2 or less, but yeah, it's a good one. Highway Reaver. 4 mana, 4/4 flying, start your engine. So whenever this creature enters or attacks, target creature card you graveyard without Unearth perpetually gains Unearth, and Unearth equal to mana, and then max speed. You may pay 0 rather than pay the Unearth cost of the first Unearth ability you activate each turn. And yeah, solid. Not crazy, but solid. Gives you some good graveyard value out of that. Another Spectacle of Destruction. All right. And then Turbocharged Escape. 5 mana, sorcery, destroy all non-vehicle controls, then choose a vehicle you control. It perpetually becomes an artifact creature. So destroy all non-vehicle creatures. Okay, and it turns one of your vehicles into a basically permanently crewed creature. Yeah, all right, interesting. And then there's all kinds of uncommons here that I'm not going to go through. Interesting. Okay, well, maybe we'll do that again because this is going to be a long one. Let's just do 10 more of those, and then we'll open up the remainders just to keep the video at a reasonable clip. All those cards. All right. Masterpiece Vault. 3 mana artifact. When this artifact is put into a graveyard from the battlefield, you draft a card from Masterpiece Vault spellbook and put it onto the battlefield. When an equipment enters this way, attach it, and you can sacrifice it. When this artifact put into a graveyard from the battlefield. So basically, you can do basically a better upgrade equipment or potential equipment that's hexproof. Dust 2/2, Lightning Greaves, Hasten Shroud. Oh, Sword. Yeah, this is the Sword ones. Okay, that's an interesting one. Sagan Raider, Warlord, Dinosaur Berserker, a 3 mana Mardu 1/4. Double strike, start your engines. When it attacks creatures you control, get +1/+0. For each creature you control with first or double strike, and at max speed, it has Death Touch, and other creatures you control have first strike. Yeah, good value. Hangerback Assembler, 2 mana artifact that has start your engines. When it enters, conjure a card from Hangerback Walker, named Hangerback Walker, onto the battlefield, then put a counter on it. At the beginning of your end step, put a counter on each artifact, creature, or vehicle you control. That sounds really good for a 2 mana. And then Hangerback Walker's XX. When it dies, create a 1/1 Thopter for each 1/1 counter on it. Wow, that's going to get really crazy really quickly. Another turbocharged escape. Support Skyforge. 5 mana 4/4 flying vigilance. When it enters, create 4 1/1 servo creature tokens. Whenever this vehicle attacks, draft a card from this spellbook. That card perpetually becomes an artifact creature. To draft us from a spellbook, select one of 3 random cards. Okay. And then it has what, 9? So some commons, rares, and 1 mythic. 2 mythics. Okay, wow. Yeah, that's a good one. Speed Brood Stalker. 5 mana 4/3 flyer. When it enters, choose target opponent. Secretly choose a creature or planeswalker that player controls. That player sacrifices a creature or planeswalker of their choice, then sacrifices this. So you could get a 2-for-1 out of this. That's a good creature. Another, well, what in the world? What are the odds of that? Okay, that seems really weird. Have 2 Terrors of the Trap. Okay, I feel like something got... I've already gotten all of these. What in the world? That's so weird. Okay, well, sure. We'll keep going. Let's now open our final 3 packs. But yeah, getting lots of cards here. Muldrotha, the Sultai, 6 mana 6/6, and during each of your turns, you may play a land and cast a permanent of each permanent type from your graveyards. Super good value for this. I mean, just no way around it. I mean, you have good stuff in your graveyard, you're going to be able to just keep on playing it. So yeah, that's a really good one. I like that one quite a bit. Let's see about Bloomburrow. What did we get here? I like the set a lot too. Hugs. Grizzly Guardian, the 4 mana plus X, 5/5 trample. When it enters, exile the top X cards of your library until the end of your next turn. You can play those cards, and you may play an additional land on each of your turns. Always. Yeah, super solid. Mega value here. 4 mana 5/5 trample at minimum, and then you can get some good value out of it as you go forward late game. Yeah, I would definitely pick that one. And our final pack of the video. Riku of Many Paths. Green, blue, red, 3/3. Whenever you cast a modal spell, choose up to X, where X is the number of times you choose a mode for that spell. So modal is like the... Oh, my brain just went blank. That is where you have the steps, or you can choose the different ones. This was all over in Outlaws of Thunder. The spree cards. That's one about spree. And then if you choose up to 2... Okay. Choose up to X. Okay. Exile. Okay, so I get it. All right. Sorry, my brain was starting to work there. Yeah, Riku. So when you cast like a spree card and you choose 2 on that spree spell, then you can choose 2 of these effects on Riku. So you can exile the top card. In the next turn, you can play it. You can put a counter on Riku against trample, or you can create a 1/1 bird. I mean, good value. I don't know about triple color first pack 1, pick 1, but yeah, fun game or fun mechanic to play around with. Okay. That's super exciting. Thanks for watching all of these openings with me. And we got a lot of good content here, or a lot of good wild cards. That's the word I'm looking for. So we'll be able to do that here. And looking forward to Tarkir, the new set that's coming out, I believe, next week or the week after. And we will definitely pick that up and do some more limited content in the near future. But until next time, everybody, have a great day.